Brexit may ultimately lead, potentially, to Theresa May's exit. Now, in fact, an attempt to oust the British Prime Minister has reportedly gathered pace in Britain, and according to British media, 48 no-confidence motion letters against Theresa May have already been submitted to the Speaker. Now, 48 is the number of letters that are required to trigger a vote of no confidence. So while the British Prime Minister was in Brussels trying to win fresh concessions, legislators back home in Britain were busy lobbying to submit letters to Graham Brady, who is the chair of the 1992 Committee of Backbenchers. Now, remember that Brexit is less than 4 months away, and under such circumstances, a change in leadership could further complicate the process of Britain's exit from the European Union. So as Theresa May faces a possible Tory revolt, that is, a revolt from her own MPs, let's also take a quick look as to how the British media is reporting on the latest developments. Now, the front page of today's Daily Express reported in big bold letters that May faces a mutiny over Brexit. Now, the newspaper claimed that plotters have in fact stepped up their bid to oust Prime Minister May after she scrapped Tuesday's vote. And also the Daily Mail's headline read, "The vultures are circling." This was the headline on Daily Mail, and the newspaper reported in pretty big bold letters as to how the hammer blow comes after she was rebuffed by Europe over the last-ditch bid to save the Brexit deal. And also the Daily Mirror was an exception, though. The news outlet chose not to focus on Theresa May and Brexit. Instead, it chose to report on drug addiction. The Daily Telegraph's headline believed that Theresa May is in fact facing her moment of reckoning. The newspaper reported that former Northern Ireland and Environment Secretary Owen Peterson has in fact become the latest Tory MP to submit a no-confidence letter. And also The Guardian, one of the most respected newspapers in Britain, ran a full-page report on Theresa May's meeting with European leaders, but highlighted as to how the Prime Minister faces a new threat back at home. And finally, The Times reported as to how May is actually putting on a brave face despite the Tories preparing to deliver a fatal blow.